She believed she was untouchable, that her secret was buried so deep I would never discover it. But when the truth finally came to light, I didn't confront her immediately. No, I prepared something far more devastating, something she would never be able to forget. And on the day I revealed it, she froze where she stood, her face drained of color, her body trembling before she collapsed. What she saw wasn't just revenge, it was the destruction of everything she thought she knew about me, and the beginning of a nightmare she never imagined would come from the man she betrayed. My name is Daniel, and for 8 years I believed I was living the perfect life. I had a steady job as a project manager at a reputable firm, a comfortable home in the suburbs, and a wife, Emily, whom I thought loved me as deeply as I loved her. We had shared dreams, late-night conversations, and countless road trips that felt like chapters from a storybook romance. To the outside world, we were the couple that made people believe in fairy tales. But beneath the surface, cracks had begun to form, cracks I failed to see at first. Emily had grown distant. Her bright laughter had been replaced with vague, distracted smiles. She spent more evenings working late or going out with friends than staying at home. I convinced myself it was stress, maybe just exhaustion from her marketing job. I told myself it was normal. But unease lingered. I noticed it in the way she avoided eye contact when I asked about her day, the way she snapped her phone shut the second I entered the room, and the unfamiliar cologne clinging to her clothes that wasn't mine. My gut whispered the truth, but my heart refused to believe it. Then came the night that shattered everything. It was a rainy Thursday. Driving home, I passed a small cafe. Through the window, I saw her, Emily, sitting at a corner table with another man. Her hand rested gently on his, and her face lit up with a smile I hadn't seen in months. My chest tightened. The air felt heavy. I didn't storm inside. I didn't confront her. I just sat in my car, watching, my knuckles white against the steering wheel. They laughed, leaned closer, exchanging the kind of looks we once shared. My pulse pounded in my ears. When she finally left, I followed from a distance, far enough not to be noticed, close enough to see her pull into a hotel parking lot. My stomach churned as she disappeared inside with him. I sat there nearly an hour, staring at the building, each passing minute etching the betrayal deeper into my mind. That night, I didn't sleep. Instead, I replayed our years together, every smile, every kiss, every promise, now poisoned. But I knew one thing, an ordinary confrontation wouldn't be enough. She needed to feel the devastation she had unleashed on my life. So, I began to plan. First, I dug into the man she was seeing. His name was Ryan, a mid-level executive at another firm. He wasn't married, but he had a reputation for chasing women and discarding them. I combed through Emily's emails, which she had carelessly left logged in on our shared laptop. Each message was another knife to the chest, but I forced myself to keep reading. Slowly, my plan took shape. I started moving money from our joint accounts into an account solely under my name. I contacted our mortgage company and ensured the house was secured legally in my possession. Emily had never contributed financially, but now there would be no chance of her claiming anything. Next, I organized a dinner party at our home, inviting our closest friends, family, and even some of her colleagues. I told them it was to celebrate a promotion I had supposedly received. At the same time, I anonymously tipped off Ryan's company, attaching photos of him with Emily at the cafe and the hotel. Everything was set for one night, one moment when the mask would fall. When the evening arrived, the house gleamed. The dining table was set with candles and wine. Emily seemed genuinely excited, believing we were about to share good news. She wore a red dress I had bought her years ago, her smile almost convincing. As guests gathered, the room filled with laughter and conversation. I played the perfect host, pouring wine, engaging in small talk. When everyone was seated, I stood at the head of the table. "I want to thank you all for coming tonight," I began, my voice steady. "We're here to celebrate a new chapter, but not the one you think." Confusion flickered across Emily's face. I turned toward the large TV I had set up in the living room. With a click of the remote, photos began to appear, Emily and Ryan at the cafe, outside the hotel, in each other's arms. Gasps echoed around the room. Emily's face went pale. "These," I said slowly, are the moments my wife chose to share with another man while I was working to give her the life she wanted. Her hands shook. Tears welled in her eyes, but I didn't stop. I explained how I had secured the finances, taken full ownership of the house, and left her with nothing once she walked out the door. I revealed that Ryan's company had been notified, and his career might soon crumble. By the time I finished, Emily was trembling uncontrollably. She stood, swayed, and then collapsed to the floor. The room fell silent. A couple of guests rushed to help her, but I didn't move. My heart was cold, just as hers had been when she betrayed me. After a few tense moments, she regained consciousness, her eyes darting around the room in humiliation. I handed her a small suitcase I had packed earlier. "Your things are inside. You can leave tonight." No one spoke. The weight of what had just happened suffocated the room. Emily, her face streaked with tears, took the suitcase with shaking hands and walked out without a word. In the days that followed, messages poured in, some shocked, others supportive. I heard Ryan had been suspended from his job, and Emily was staying with a distant cousin. She never tried to contact me. This wasn't just about revenge, it was about reclaiming my self-respect. It was about showing her, and everyone else, that betrayal does not go unanswered. The pain she caused me would fade with time, but the memory of that night, the lesson, would remain with her forever. Some might say I went too far. Others might say I didn't go far enough. But in that moment, I knew one thing for certain: she would never forget the day she saw the true cost of her choices. And maybe that's the question we should all ask ourselves. If you destroy someone's trust, are you truly ready to face the storm that follows?